Calculus overall message here is just get comfortable with Desmos. And, the best way to do that is to come in here and just play around. So this is where we left off last time. I looked it up. I'm actually wrong. This function was not minus 2x, but minus 8x. So this is what we were dealing with yesterday. Remember, we talked about there's an asymptote at negative 2. Let's just put that in. Let's make that asymptote show up. So we could just say x equals negative 2. And we have a vertical line there. And usually in the textbook, you see asymptotes have a dashed line instead of a solid line. So if I press and hold on this guy, I can change the style of my line. I can make it a dashed line or a dotted line. And I can obviously change the color. I like the dashed line for the asymptote. And this looks good. Okay, so you can do that kind of thing. But there's really just not that many things to explore on this. I know when I first started with it, I thought, okay, this is a pain. There's so much to look at. So just, slow it down and put a little function in here. Let's make a simpler function. Let's just look at x squared. So we'll get rid of all this, delete all this, and let's just look at x squared just to keep it simple. And here's x squared, and we can delete this guy, so I can just get rid of him. What else is there to see? So you know that you can click on the screen, and now I'm holding down my mouse, and I can drag the center of the XY coordinates around. Also, you can, of course, zoom in, so you can plus to zoom in, and now I'm clicking and dragging, and I'm zooming in more. And notice that the values on the X and the Y axes change as you zoom in, so it's kind of helping you keep track of where you are. And once you get, you could get totally lost in here. Let's say I'm here and I can't even find my function. I'm lost. I can just click home to get back to the regular view. But just come in here and play around. Play with these things until you're very comfortable with them. Let's look at the graph settings. We could change the x-axis. We could make it from, let's say, negative 0.1 to 0.1. So now I'm really zoomed in, and my step is 0.1. I'm so zoomed in, I can't even really see what's going on here. It almost looks flat, right? Okay. So I could zoom out to kind of get perspective on it. Yes, I'm so close into the 0 that the function looks flat. Okay, and I can just click home to reset it, but play with the x-axis, play with the y-axis. Turn off the grid, turn on the arrows, turn off the grid. Just see what is this all about. Okay, changes it to Nemeth, changes it to UAB, different Braille modes. So now I have it off. Okay, so reverse contrast. All right, do you like it like this? Use it like this. But just take some time to mess around with Desmos, get comfortable with it, and get used to the controls. So, up here, I click on this. I can, looks like that's asking me to rename it or to duplicate it. Clicking up here is where I can just grab all my shared graphs. And then how do I get out of here? I just click back on the screen. So just a variety of things with Desmos. You can also drag these around. It might change the behavior. So if I try to drag this guy and put it below that, it looks like I lost my point, right? I'm not seeing my point. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's still there. It still works. What if I drag this guy down here? So I'm clicking all the way on the left, drag him down. Yeah, everything still works. Sometimes the order matters. I guess right now it doesn't in my situation. There you go. Desmos. Just play with it. Get comfortable with it. Get used to using it. It'll be a huge help for you in the calculus class.